Today we're going to be replacing this outer seal with an aftermarket seal from 928's RS. And as you can see, I've taken the door panel off. Although some say it's not required, it gives you a lot more room to work with the seal. So I'm not going to go over taking off the door panel. Most 928 guys are well aware of how that works. So I'm just using a little hook tool like this to get in here and get this inner seal started and out of the way, which gives you even more room, and it's not glued. It just pulls right off. And I took this screw out here to make it easier to put back in right there. Let's take this seal, set it off to the side. Now you can take your hook tool, be careful not to scratch your paint, and just get this started right here. And once you get it started, it just pulls right out away from the door. And it's going to probably destroy it getting it out. It's 25 years old. And that's it. There's the old seal. Come over here. Here's the new seals. Comes with enough for two. And you're going to lay it out and use your old one as a guide. And what you're trying to do is duplicate this as close as you can. And we're going to pause it, and I'm going to do that work and come back. Okay, I've cut these bits of rubber out, and the new seal will take a little time to curve around. So basically I just cut a V and left a little meat there. You can always trim that up after it's on the car, but it's basically lined up on the very end down here, and once this curves around, that end will be very close to original, and this is almost fairly close. And like I said, you can trim this up after it's on the car with a sharp razor blade. So here is some soapy water. Probably 70-30% just soap and water, and you just spray it. This is the felt side, is the side that goes to the inside of the car, and the rubber side goes out, and you just squirt this liberally, get it all nice and soapy. And the window is the tightest right here. The window, as you can see, it's not very easy to, you can't even get your finger in there. But over here, you have lots of room. And this is where we're going to start the seal pressed into place and slide it down this way as we continue to press it on down the door. And you can feel it pop into place. All of this seal is already on, and we're going to slide that down. The soap really helps it get on, and you can feel it with your fingers pop into place. kind of rock it back and forth and keep sliding it down. Just like that. And as you get more and more seal on, you have to take your time, because it'll want to jump out of the groove, especially here by the window. So you just work it down. It's very tight right here. Just take your time. Put on about 2 inches, about that much at a time. And keep working your way down. As you can see, we're already about 75% of the way finished, and that's the process. And this piece will wind up here, and this piece will wind up back up under here. I'm going to take a little more soap, get this a little more soapy. You want it nice and soapy, or it starts to get kind of tight, and when you come back it'll be on. Okay, probably about I don't know, 5 minutes has elapsed, and the whole seal is on. I wanted to do the very last part. If you look down here, you can see I'm getting real close to the end, and I might or might not trim that up. It looks like it'll hide behind there. And here's the front. This is all that's left to put on, and so we're going to go ahead and pop that on. And I'm putting my fingers inside of this so that my fingers are right in the middle, and you're popping that over the metal channel inside the door right there. This gasket, it's kind of stretchy, so if you look, it's tucked up all the way up underneath there for a good seal. And now if you look down here, well, it's kind of dark, but you can trim this piece to look exactly like the original, or you can tuck it back behind there, and over time it just disappears behind the trim. And that's really it. The whole seal is in. You get a little bit of felt here that you can wipe off with a little Gooby Gone, or some kind of favorite cleaner, and it's about a 20-minute deal to get this seal on and in place. And then you just put the seal back on, put the door panel back on, and that's it. And you've got seals again for hopefully another 20 years. There's the seal in place with the window up. You might want to let the soap dry a little bit, especially if you use a real soapy solution. I use mostly water, and so I waited a few minutes and then just rolled the window up. So I just, instead of making the factory cut, I just kind of leave mine where it's tucked up in the window. I think it looks pretty good. You can kind of see there. You can trim a little bit here, or whatever you want to do. I might mess around with that more later, I don't know.